Wow, this is pretty fucking bad. Considering that after all those Christmas sales, then you have Chris Chandler walking in with that ridiculous getup, attacking the Sonic Boom display, and then as he walks out, proceeds to spray some random employee. You know it's bad enough when GameStop employees have to shill out for shekels and Call of Duty pre-orders. However, this is the kind of thing that tends to ruin your workday. So so a few answers were basically revealed when Chris Chan actually posted something on, it was either Facebook or a different social media site. I don't know. And well, attention everyone. To preface what has happened recently, I simply remind everyone that Sonic the Hedgehog's arms are not freaking blue. If Sega had never changed them or reversed the change between February and November of this year in the new Sonic Boom video game and cartoon series on Cartoon Network, as well as the toys and whatever else, I would not have had to protest and rebel the way I have, including the creation of my group Fix Sonic's Arms Immediately Sega. Within my group, I have led by example to push towards the path of waking Sega up and forcing them to change Sonic's arms back immediately. And to confess, I have done my part for real. I have personally gone to 3 of the 4 local GameStops, excluding the Fashion Square one, 3 times to personally protest in my silent way. First attack I printed as seen on the Facebook group. In front of the Sonic Boom game inserts, I affixed double-sided tape onto the backs and affixed them onto the front of their respective display game boxes on the shelves. Second attack, about 1 week later, I checked the success of my first attack, damaged a few original inserts pretty well to full removal and of what were still there. I made attempts to transfer the inserts from the original game case into behind the inserts of different games. I had to briefly explain my reasons and the protest and told them that they should not be selling Blue Arm Bandit games in the first place and that they should sell all of their remaining stock of Sonic Boom games and stuff back to Sega. Make them change Sonic's arms colors back immediately. They did nothing. One last week later, third and final attack, and the one and only time in the Fashion Square location had been involved as well. I made up and printed full price tag decals with the short note discourage purchase of the Blue Arm Bandit games and promote sorry, promoted the protesting boycott and with the 5 Wii U software cases that each melted a bit in my house fire last January, as well as 5 smoke-damaged 3DS game cases, no melting. I had printed a full front, side, and back insert with the boycott encouragement and the note on the back to make the stores send their remaining stock back to Sega. I have ran into individuals giving me bad grief for my protests and actions outside from the Fashion Square location, but I have done my duty in full to best of my abilities in individual moments and circumstances. I had also hidden all of the blue armed Sonic toys at Toys R Us here, concealed hidden amongst the metal cupboards so they all would not be sold, and best boycotted the protests. They remained hidden for the longest time, over a month, found and reshelved near the 20th of December to my personal dismay and crestfall. And the Best Buy, all copies of their Sonic Boom games are still successfully concealed and hidden from view and purchase. Anyhow, after the final attack of the protests, near a week later, on December 8th, I typed, signed, addressed, and U.S. mailed apology letters with the promise that they had been done within my personal protest deeds with no further action threatened to all but the Fashion Square GameStop, and I had sent one Toys R Us as well. I had thought that the Fashion Square GameStop would overlook the one attack of protest on them, but obviously I was mistaken. Which brings up to now. Last Friday, the 26th, my mother and I went to the mall getting pizza and spaghetti for lunch. She had informed me that there was a good mini refrigerator deal at Sears, so after eating, I made my way to check out. Nothing happened at Sears, and I went nowhere near JCPenney's that day. there was a good 3.1 cubic fridge at 129.99 that caught my eye, but that was to be purchased later. On the way to Sears, I peeked into the GameStop and spotted new Skylanders figures, Blastermine. I set it up to buy it, but I was going to consider checking out their Wii U pre-owned software selection in their 3 for 2 deal. Innocent, I was not looking for trouble, but then there was this male who loomed out in front of me, frightened the crap out of me, and said, in a booming voice, it only scared me worse, "You are banned from here. You need to leave." But still determined to continue my shopping, I veered into the Wii U direction when his female accomplice started and boomed at me as well. Still feeling threatened and mentally overloaded, I grabbed for my pepper spray to use in defense. I offered a few peaceful solutions, but she ended up sending him to go get security, so I shouted, "Fine, I'm leaving." And I dropped the figure, and on my way out, I told the male to not get anyone, and we both stopped near simultaneous whatever, he can't fucking spell. I still felt my own worst from where with fear, startled, paranoid, and I did not want him following me, causing more trouble upon me. And then in my defense, I make my escape. I spritz a minuscule amount of pepper spray downward, not into his face, and then I left. I did not learn until much later that the spritz had done a lot worse than I imagined, as of learning that the so-called manager and ass manager of the particular store, I had no idea the contents of pepper spray, or that it was illegal for use in certain situations in the state of Virginia at all. I had tried to stuff on myself days before in the upstairs bedroom a 2-second spray on my left wrist. Some of it got into the bathtub as well, like sampling a perfume or deodorant. It took me out damn well. I had to open the windows, turn on the bathroom fan, and aim the box fan into the bathroom to air the place out. I wiped the wall off, as well as, of course, I washed my hands. It took 15 to 30 minutes to make it bearable in there again. In the end, yes, I went along peacefully. When the police arrived to collect me, I had to spend a miserable weekend in jail, and I just got out on a bond and bail, yada yada yada. In the end, I was the victim. I did not cause the original provoking. The assistant manager made the first attack onto me and provoked me my defensive response. I was minding my own business, not looking for trouble, and then he startled me. Similar to the potential rapist in the dark alley in the big city, any of you would have done the same in defense and escape. And we can sue Sega for changing Sonic's arm color and ultimately this male getting pepper sprayed. Think about it seriously. And my protest actions are not acts of vandalism. Regardless of your individual perceptions, it was not vandalism, but good protest when in around 2004 at Fashion Square, I tried a new soda machine. With the surcharge, they brought my bank account to freaking red. Post subtly sticky notes on the signs of each machine. Shortly after, this machine charges you $5 per card use. A few days later, the original machines returned. Nobody gave me any freaking grief or complaints at all about that. And if you really want to see the whole mess happen, go find the security tape of the time from point A, from me finding Blastermine, to point B of the departure from the store. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot of much required packing to take care of. Good day. Okay, where do I go with this? I want to first bring up the point that you basically felt that you had to strike at fucking Sega because the fact that the Sonic's arms fucking changed. You basically created a crybaby bitch group. Basically, call it change Sonic's arms immediately, Sega. Dude, number one, fuck off. You were. Oh my god. Number two, it's something that really pisses me off, considering that I love going to toy stores because, well, if you look in my room right now, you'll see I have a shit ton of Power Ranger toys that I still collect to this day. And the fact of the matter is that you fucking admit here that you went to a Toys R Us just to fucking hide the fucking toys that basically you don't agree with. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, granted, basically you don't like it, but what if little kids do? What, are you gonna fucking go up to a little boy and actually say, don't you dare fucking buy this because the Sonic's arms are blue. Don't you dare give the blue arm bandit any money. Dude, you're a fucking creep. So, like, and and the fact that you go to all these other stores and basically do this. Dude, I don't give a rat's ass if you actually did an apology for this one. You are still insane. Also, now going back to the whole concept with the GameStop, dude, you just fucking admitted in this post that you just went to several places and vandalized GameStop property. When you go into GameStop and you fucking do that, you fucking go and you take those double-sided tape and you fucking ruin it. You are basically, that's vandalism. That's vandalizing. And you just said in one of your things that basically like your protest is not an act of vandalism. It's vandalism is destruction of property. Then okay, now let's talk about the attack here. Because of the fact that you are an idiot and decided that you were going to go into a GameStop knowing flat out what you look like, they're instantly going to throw you out. Why on earth are you fucking surprised on that? And spraying somebody with pepper spray. Dude, I hope somebody sprays you with the very same shit that you did because that's. And on top of all that, you don't feel any form of regret or any form of remorse. The fact that you hurt another human being in your fucking temper tantrum ways. Dude, if somebody presses charges on you for doing this kind of shit, don't be surprised that you're spending a whole fucking weekend in jail. I'm sorry. I'm like, I know this is basically kind of going a little bit of preachy preach, but I can't even. I just can't. The fact that this son of a bitch basically thinks that he can go into a fucking store, which he basically goes in and says that he's peacefully protesting, destroying GameStop's property. Dude, you don't you don't understand how business works. You're a fucking retard. Uh, and and seeing as that we're on the topic of this, I want to, in fact, point out that you are making a massive fool of yourself. I get the fact that I'm making fun of an artistic, special little snowflake, but given with the current circumstances that you're now trying to pass yourself off as an LGBT community member, I am fucking insulted. As a gay man myself, you are fucking making a mockery of the of LGBT community. And the thing is that you I'm gonna sound like an ignorant bigot right now, but considering your fucking personal history, dude, you are a fucking joke. And I hope we never meet in real life because I may end up reading you in the middle of the fucking public anywhere we meet. Then again, I can smell the tism on you. So this is Maha Value basically doing this video series, and once again, just don't bother. If you want me to do another one of these series, just give me another locale, please. Not Christian for a while. All right, well, see you guys.